Right. I feel like Miles Morales, I guess. Let's start this again. Hi. As you can probably guess, this isn't my first time recording this because I was kind of a dum dum and I didn't turn on my microphone. So, yeah, here we are basically recording the voiceover for this again. This was originally supposed to be a build with me because I thought it would be fun. Like, hey, you know, sometimes I want to play Sims with other people, and what better way to do that than to record myself even though no one's watching? And I did do that. I recorded myself going through working on this build, which before I talk too much, let me kind of explain what it is. So basically, I'm building a save file, and I was working on or finishing up a build I started in Glimmerbrook. As you can see, it's, I guess you could call kind of medieval style, because for Glimmerbrook, what I envision for my save file is kind of this historic, dated village area around here. The other houses in Glimmerbrook, they kind of have more of like the Victorian fairy tale cottage kind of look, which you'll see in the next video. But in this one, or in this side of Glimmerbrook, it's kind of this old village, and the lore there is that I imagine Glimmerbrook, Forgotten Hollow, and Windenburg. They're all connected, and back in the day, probably centuries ago, Windenburg was home of humans and supernatural beings. But with the Great Vampire Wars, it kind of turned everyone against each other, caused a lot of havoc, and the humans were like, yeah, y'all need to get up out of here. So this is how we got Glimmerbrook. And in this particular lot, this is kind of the hangout for the supernaturals. They've been pushed out of Windenburg centuries ago, so they're in Glimmerbrook and Forgotten Hollow. And you can see right now that we are in the witch's shop. I don't know what the actual name, what you call this, Kuro? It's not Kuro shop. Apothecary, maybe? I don't know, but we're here. And this is what I've done so far when it comes to this build. As you can see, it's very, I guess you can call it cluttered, earthy, eclectic. All those sound like really good adjectives that you would associate with witches and spellcasters. So let's go with that. But I think it turned out really nice. This is the bottom floor, kind of the bookstore area of the store. We got a little cat tree in the corner, you know, for the familiars. That room to the right here is going to be a little bathroom area. And then upstairs is what I was going to be building with you guys. But again, I'm a dummy and I forgot to turn on my mic. So the later half of this will be sped up because I don't think I can talk for that long. The original footage was an hour, so I sped it up to shorten it down to like 30. But anyways, top floor. That room, didn't really know what that room would be. It was going to turn into something because I can't just have an empty room. And then the room next to it, that is like the potion or spellcaster room. We got the cauldron, the potions, all those different types of things, herbs. So your spellcaster sims can come over here, work on their magic, you know, build up those skills, get things done. This building next to it, that's going to be like a vampire hangout. Because I think, again, this is kind of like the hangout spot for the magical beings. Forgotten Hollow, not really enough room to do like a vampire hangout there. So I thought I would do like a 3-in-1. So we have this vampire hangout. Next to it is the store. And then across the little cobblestone road is the tavern. So that's kind of the idea I had for this lot. Now we have a little overview. As you can see, again, multi-purpose lot, kind of made to look like a little village. This whole building was, well, the front part was inspired by Pinterest. found a really cool, I think, render of this style of building, and so yeah, I used that to build everything here. But again, that was just me talking about how I have no idea what I want to do here. Honestly, it was looking kind of ugly, so I was just like, yeah, let's not worry about that right now. And then I think I'm moving over to the tavern. I really liked how the side part turned out. I don't know, it all looks so cozy and nice. I just love it so much. It looks so cute. The original build I did for this, because I did build this before, like build it from ground up and finished it, it looked ugly, so I started over, and this is what we got. We got the tavern. As you can see inside, it has this really nice, I guess, homey feel. I don't know how else to describe it. And I really loved how the inside looked. It looks very rustic. Again, kind of going back to that dated feel. I feel like Forgotten Hollow is kind of stuck in the past because, again, they're kind of forced out away from civilization. So we got these little picnic tables set up, kind of like you would see in maybe a hall or somewhere. I thought that was cute. The piano, so someone can come in here, maybe a little vampire sim, play a little tune, and then a lot of seating, some fireplaces, dance floors. Yeah, I thought it came out really nice. I really love the look of it, and I really wish we had like a trait to set this lot for supernaturals, because playtesting it, like some people I don't want showing up show up here. It kind of ruins the vibe, but yeah. Besides that, it looks nice. Top floor, I'm thinking maybe that can be like the barkeep's apartment, if that's what you call them, so they can come up here and stay. And maybe some card tables, something like that. Honestly, I don't know. It just needs something because stairs lead to it, so I feel like there should be something up there. And that's kind of the plan I have for that room. So yeah, I was probably just talking about how I have no idea what I want to do here, as you can see by me circling the room. But I guess spoiler alert, I did record a second video after this because I was too lazy to do the voiceover. So I was like, and I wanted to build. So I was like, I can come back and do the voiceover later. So spoiler alert, I did come back and I did build that into like a little apartment area. I did finish the vampire hangout, and you'll see that probably next week. Anyway, looks like we're going back to the spellcaster room, and I think, or a store, and I think we're about to speed up here soon. See, I'm just placing some lighting so I can actually see what I'm doing. And then on this build, we have like a little tower off to the side. Again, the bottom part of that tower is like the bathroom. And then the top one, I think I just made it a seance room. Yeah, I think I went with a seance room on that second floor. And then the top of the tower, I thought it would be nice to put like a balcony, because what's the point of having a tower if you don't have a nice balcony? So I ended up doing that later. But now I'm just kind of placing some doors around. Here, I placed one on the tower for some reason. I think I was just yapping and I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. But yeah, in a minute, we're gonna actually start furnishing the inside of this build. And like I said, this wasn't supposed to be a speed build. It was just a build with me, kind of looking into my process as I furnish this, because I thought that would be fun. But next video, that'll be more what it is, just a build with me. This is a one-off kind of screwy speed build, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm still probably gonna talk, but if I stop, then that means I changed my mind. But yeah, here we are. So as you can see, we're speeding up now. We're starting to get some stuff in here, put some bookshelves, because honestly, I didn't really know what I wanted this room to be. It's so big, and when I originally, again, I had built this lot before, but I didn't like it. And the first version of this, the upstairs was just like kind of, I guess, a reading room. There's a lot of bookshelves. We had the science table for the kids, the cauldron, chess tables, things like that. Just a lot of skill building stuff. And I thought maybe I would do that for this build again. And I kind of do, but I change it up a bit. But anyway, let's focus on the potion room since we're here now. So this room, I also didn't really know what I wanted to do. So that's why I threw up these big little corner pieces, these bump outs. Because when I don't know how to fill up a room, I just throw up random bump outs. And most of the time it works out. And it worked out here, as you can see, because I continue going with it. So I thought it was nice to make this side of the room wood paneling, because I feel like sometimes rooms look a bit monotonous or boring when you just have all the walls the same colors. I like kind of an accent wall, and so this is what we have here. And I feel like it looks really nice, especially with the fireplace kind of in the center, popping out the light stone, popping out against the wood and the wood floors. I really like how that look. And I continue to just kind of fill up things off to the side. So right now, I'm probably thinking, what should I do for this build now? Because again, when you're kind of building, like even now, even though it's kind of sped up, you can see there's a lot of decisions you have to make. And they're kind of difficult decisions. Like right here, I didn't even know if I like this fireplace at the moment, but now that I'm looking back, I'm like, yeah, you made the right choice. You definitely picked the right thing there. But anyways, a lot of decisions go into building, designing, and so I felt like at this point I was kind of hitting the groove once I put that chair down, because I was like, yeah, I want to make this room feel kind of cluttered, like downstairs, make it feel like it's well used. It's kind of a organized chaos. There's books, there's plants, all these things everywhere, yet it works. You know where everything is, everything has its place, and it works. So I kind of cluttered that side of the fireplace, and I wanted to fill up something on this side. Okay, we got the plant there, which always can go for a hanging plant. That really tied that side of the fireplace together, I feel like. But yeah, on this side of the room, I was just kind of figuring out, okay, what to put on this side of the fireplace. Because again, I didn't really want any empty space in here. I wanted to feel cluttered and used. So I thought about putting this globe, but I was like, I don't think that works here. I have no idea why I pulled this out. I guess I was still questioning the fireplace. I don't know why I did that. And I just kind of gave up. I was like, eh. And then we ended up with this bookshelf, which I mean, it kind of works. It kind of fits in there. But luckily, we have the best kit ever, which is the Book Nook kit. And I will live and die by this kit because I just love module bookcases. They're so plain and basic, but sometimes that's what we need as builders. We need plain and basic. You know, patterns are fun and all. I love patterns and colorful things, but sometimes I just need just boring. And that's what we got here. So we have these really beautiful, boring, dark brown bookshelves, and they fill up the corner so nicely. Like it literally fits there perfectly. So that is what I went for there. And that's when I was like, okay, you know what? We're actually doing something here. And for this side of the room, I thought we need like a little workspace for our spellcasters to start putting stuff, like, you know, their potions, like their books and stuff over there. But also I didn't want to like use usable space, so I didn't want to put counters because I feel like that would be annoying if you have, for some reason, Sims at the bar and they want to come over here and start just placing random dishes everywhere, which they might still do or they might not, because I did end up cluttering up that table pretty well. But that was kind of why I was like, yeah, let's just throw this table down, and no desks, no counters, nothing like that. We just went with the little table. And as you can see, I kind of got this side of the room situated. I threw in that random door. Honestly, it just leads to nowhere. It leads to a closet that I eventually placed because I felt like I needed to put something in there. But the door was just, I needed something on that wall. And I didn't feel like actually searching for furniture that I can put over there. So we had the wall. And then, as you can see, another bump out because when in doubt, bump it out. I just came up with that off the brain. But the bump out came in clutch. Again, filled up that corner of the room nicely. Made the room a bit more snug. And then I was able to move over that other cabinet to the other side of the room. Because I don't know, I wasn't feeling them side by side. Anyways, now we're focusing on this wall. And we have this lovely piece from Paranormal Stuff Pack, which is one of my favorite packs in the game. And I use it a whole bunch, along with the book club kit. As you can see, we have, what's his name? Johnny Depp, Gordy. I think Gordy down there. I used this pack several times and I would continue to use it. And we have this beautiful woman here. I feel like maybe she was the former owner of this store, you know, because it's kind of dated and old. So I threw that up there as well. Threw some of these hanging succulents. Is that what you call them? I don't remember what they're called. But I threw some of those on the wall because I thought that would look nice hanging over the painting. We got those hanging flowers and herbs, because why not? If you're a witch, you're probably, or a warlock, you're probably going to be pulling or using a lot of herbs, a lot of other things for your potions, so I feel like it made sense to hang that up. Then we got the glassing cow plant, because why not? It fits the vibes, you know? And I'm just now going through, pulling out anything I can to fill in this space again. I want to make sure it feels like it's used. If people are in here all the time, working on their magic, trying to improve at their potions, at their spells. So I'm just going through the clutter section, looking for anything that I might throw on this table. Because honestly, it's a very big table. And yeah, I had a lot of work to do. So I guess while I'm starting to clutter that up, it's so hard. This is why I wanted to just record my building. Because how do people talk in speed builds? I mean, I guess it's sped up more, but I was like, I don't know. It's sped up, but it's not sped up that much. How do people talk? What do they talk about when they do it? I watch speed builds, but also I know nothing. I guess, how are you doing today? Random person who stumbled across this video, who made it this far. We're 18 minutes in. So for me, I guess I'm actually doing very well these days. As I mentioned, working on the safe house. I guess I can talk about that. I've been working on it for 2 years now, I want to say, and I'm actually almost done. So yeah, I have 3 more worlds to complete. So basically 2 halves and then 2 like actual whole worlds that I need to finish. But right now I'm kind of just going through some of the worlds because I don't want to start building for the worlds I have left until I start recording those, because the purpose of even posting these videos is, I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to kind of share my progress and how I go about building and stuff, because I'm already online. Like, I do post on Reddit, and I do have a Tumblr where like I update and stuff like that, but I don't know, like, it's not, I want more, you know? Oh yeah, this was the part where like that little dowel I put down under the cauldron, it was doing some weird stuff. Like, you can see it while I'm building now. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like floating above the room, yet it's like glitching through everything. I don't know what happened there, and I just finally get rid of it because yeah, I don't have time for that. I don't have the patience for that. But anyways, yeah, I'm posting these videos because I just kind of want to share or like share my gameplay with others. Like really be able to. I'm sorry, that's distracting me. Like, look, it was. I had no idea what was going on there, and I was like, huh? Like what? Sims, Sims. Why you do this to me? Okay, but let me finish making this point for the third time. So basically, I wanted to share my gameplay and my process with someone because I do have friends, I do have family that love and care about me, but they don't love and care about The Sims, and that's the problem that I have. So I was like, hey, let me share some stuff on the internet. And Reddit and Tumblr, they're cool, but it's kind of still a disconnect, I guess, because you're just sharing it and it's like, that's it, you know, on to the next one. But I feel like YouTube, it's a bit more intimate because even though I'm probably not talking to anyone right now, it feels like I am. It feels like I'm telling someone about my safe file, about my builds and my process and what I'm doing. So that's why I started doing this YouTube channel. And lore drop, it's not my first video. I actually posted a video before on this channel, but I didn't really like how it turned out because it kind of felt like, even though I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna post this for fun, it felt like I was trying to be a YouTuber, and I don't want to feel that way because it seems like too much responsibility comes with that. Then I'll feel like I have to post all the time, which, don't worry, I'm gonna try to be consistent with this because I want to be at least consistent in something in my life. And I want to stick to something because I feel like if I can build that consistency, it can build up in other areas of my life. So the goal is to try to upload a video a week, which should be, I'm not gonna say easy, but it should be possible, especially since I'm already a video ahead. So that's the goal for me. But yeah, I hope this channel is just like somewhere I can just kind of share my Sims, whatever that may be, builds, the progress of the save, maybe gameplay one day. But I want it to be stress free. I don't want it to feel like a commitment. I don't want it to feel like I'm on the YouTuber grind. I just want it to be like a hobby, like literally something just for fun. I don't want to be monetized, all that stuff. No, just for fun. Now let's check in on the build. So yeah, hopefully you guys were watching while I was yapping, but as you can see, our table is looking very nice. I feel like it looks very aesthetic. I use that word a lot, but it's true. Like there's just something about it. It's like it gives off the vibes I wanted it to give off, and I'm very happy about that. Got a lot of candle action, some random knickknacks on the table. We have that little book, which surprisingly is not from the Realm of Magic pack. It's from the Vampire pack. I always think it's from the Realm of Magic because it reminds me of like the spell potion book. But I use that all the time too, even in like regular builds, because before we have the Home Chef pack, I like to use it as like a little cookbook. But anyways, I'm pretty much done with that side of the room for now. I do come back and add a few more things. But now we're going this other little corner. I thought this could be like where all the potions and elixirs and random stuff like that are left. We got some wands there. Me trying to figure out where to place this. But in doubt, throw it on the table. And that's what I do. But yeah, this room is coming along very nicely. Very nicely indeed. And I cannot be more happier. Good job, past me. You really did a good job. Wow. Oh gosh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Kind of random, but I did karaoke this past weekend, and it was the first time in a while. And in the other video, you will see the aftermath of that karaoke. because I was pretty hungover because I didn't, may not say too much, but it was a very fun night. You know, I sung the hits. When it's karaoke, I'm usually like the power rock kind of gal, you know, some Bon Jovi, some Queen, like those types of bands and groups. Maybe Nirvana if I'm feeling like it. If I'm feeling really unhinged, I might go Mariah Carey or Whitney, you know. But it was a fun night. It was a very fun night. And I just love karaoke so much, honestly. If I could do it every day of my life, I would. And I technically do. I sing in the shower all the time. All the time. That's probably why I'm so good. Oh, now we're back in the tavern. Ah, okay. So here I was putting down some of the witches' brooms and warlock brooms. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should add this to the tavern too. Because someone has to clean, someone has to sweep, and also people are visiting this tavern. You know, I kind of had the idea. Oh gosh, excuse me, sorry. I kind of had the thought of maybe this tavern is kind of like the one from Shrek. What is it called? The Happily Ever After bar, where all the random like fairy tale characters. I think they're villains. Mostly the villains come there and hang out. I felt like that was kind of how this was. You have all the good vampires, and then the witches and warlocks and spellcasters, whoever, they would come over here, and they would hang out. You know, it's just a place where they can chill. That's why I wish there was a trait. There has to be a trait or something where I can limit who comes to this lot. Because why I do want, like, maybe a human that's really obsessed with the supernatural to come and be like, hey, you know, like get their Bella on or something. I still want it to mostly be just supernatural beings. I don't want Judith Ward walking in here because that's not the vibes, you know? That's immersive breaking. I don't want that. But anyways, that's what I was picturing. I thought it would be nice if I could make it kind of feel like that. So that's why I threw up some witches, warlock, spellcaster booms. I don't know why I keep saying witches and warlocks. I should just say spellcasters. It's gender neutral anyway. Spellcasters. I guess it's just so ingrained in my brain to call them witches and warlocks. And now we hop back over to the. I gotta figure out what this is called. Should I just keep calling it the spellcaster shop? I don't know what you would call this type of store. But anyway, back over here. I'm raising the platforms up again because before I thought that was causing an issue, but then I realized it's not. So I was like, okay, back up you go. You're free. And as you can see, this is the final result for this room. Look how this table turned out. And I took a screenshot because I was like, thumbnail, potential thumbnail. And that is exactly what it's going to be. So yeah, if you clicked on this video, that was the screenshot. It'd be very awkward if I decided to go with something else, but I'm pretty sure I'll go with that table as a screenshot. That whole turned out amazing. And I think I'm pretty satisfied with that room over there. And now I move over to this room, which I still don't really have any idea what I wanted to do. As you can see, I have no idea what I want to do. I just kind of look around and move the camera and move my mouse around like crazy. But we finally start off with a rug. I feel like when in doubt, you go with a rug. Because a rug just kind of helps, I don't know, it kind of helps sets the tone if you have a good rug when you place it down. Because then you can kind of base your color scheme, the like furniture placement, all that stuff off of that rug. Like you can kind of build around it. So whenever you're confused and you don't know what to do, just find a rug and place it down. It's always a good way to start. Or start with some sort of focal point. Like focal piece. Is that the word? Focal piece? Focal point in the room? so you have something kind of center everything around. Yeah, we start off with that rug, and then I had this really blank space over here, and I was like, I have no idea what I want to do here. And also, when in doubt, you can bump it out, but you can also place a bunch of plants. And I feel like that made sense for this build, because when I think of spellcasters, I think of Sims that are maybe in touch with nature and the green, because again, they're using a lot of herbs and like things from the earth to maybe form these elixirs and potions. So yeah, I just went through, picked out some plants, some nice big ones. The for rent pack came in clutch because I really love the plants we got there. I really love like the base and like what's the orange citrus type plant. And then yeah, look at it. It just came out so nice. This little cluttered up spot over here. So many options. I don't know which one to choose. Which one did I even settle on? This one? Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, this one. Okay, yeah. Because I like the color for this one. And I thought it fit in this space pretty nicely. So yeah, look at that. No longer a blank space. And then of course we gotta put some stuff on the wall because I don't know, just something about having a blank wall didn't sit right with me. So I threw up some fairy lights. I have no idea why I switched them out. Oh yeah, I did consider making them multicolored ones, but I don't know, it just looked kind of tacky. Even though this build is pretty colorful and there's a lot going on, I thought the multicolored lights were too much. So I went with just the regular white ones. And moving that out of the way, we finally start to focus back on the room and what we're gonna do here. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I have a balcony over here. Let me put something over there. So we have the chess table out there being the tavern, the balcony out there. Oh gosh, this is so hard. We're almost done though, I promise. We're almost done. This video is almost over. And I can end both of our miseries. I can end it right now. But we're almost there. We're almost there. So yeah, chess tables for everyone. We have a chess table out in the balcony of the tavern. We have a chess table in the shop. And I feel like I put a chess table in the vampire hangout too. Oh yeah, and this, I was talking about how I felt weird placing this near the railing like that. Because I don't think it will happen, but I feel like Sims are very dumb. We all know they're very dumb. And I was afraid that if I placed the chess table like that, a Sim sitting down would exit out on the other side, and then they would be trapped. And then they would be like, hey, I can't get out. I'm like, yeah, why didn't you get out on the other side? So I was debating if I should move it, but I just ended up keeping it there because I liked it there. So we had the chess table there to kind of fill up that space. Then I put a table in the middle because then I decided, okay, maybe this can be like just the study room because downstairs is the bookstore. We have the potion room or the spell casting room where you work on your potions and spells over here. And then in this room off to the right, that can be where you just maybe just sit down, do some reading, maybe network, meet with the other spellcasters of the land. And so I was like, yeah, let's go with that. Let's make this a little sitting area. So that's why we have the fireplace now, make it a little bit more cozy, bring some warmth into the room. And then we start placing some chairs, good amount of chairs. And then of course, we gotta clutter up some of these spaces. So that's what I'm doing here, and this beautiful wood end table here. Some more plants, of course, because I'm uninspired and Whenever I don't know what to do or what to put in spaces, I always go for some plants, especially those. That 3-basket plant, whoever came up with that, amazing. Amazing. Because it just fills a space so perfect. And I use that in almost every build. I'm not ashamed to admit it. In fact, I'll be the first one to admit it. I use those plants everywhere. Everywhere. So we have those. And then I'm just kind of looking through, seeing what else I can throw in this space. But yeah, I guess why we do that. Again, I'm not gonna apologize for how this video is turning out because it happens, but I do feel awkward because I have no idea what to talk about. And I feel like if I just start rambling on about other stuff, maybe that will distract you from watching me furnish this build, and I'll feel bad about that. But at the same time, I don't know. But if it makes you feel any better, like I said, next video is an actual build with me. So that'll be kind of our official introduction to each other. So you can kind of see how those videos will go. This one's kind of just a fudged attempt at a first video. But I was debating if I should release it or not. Because it didn't turn out the way I wanted to because I didn't turn on the mic. But after putting in all of this hard work and being like, yeah, I'm filming this video with the intent to post it, I kind of decided that I should post the video. I should do the voiceover again. I should post it. Just have it out there. Just have something up on the channel. And then I can correct it with the next video, which I did. I triple checked that the microphone was on. I tested it 1,000 times. I even had issues because I, again, am a dummy. And I thought the audio for the video capture wasn't working, but turns out I just need to turn the volume up. So that's what happened. I fixed that. I recorded the second video, was able to record the audio while I was building, and voila, there we are. But now we're starting to approach the end of the speed build. So this is where I stop. I'm pretty satisfied with everything. I feel like it was almost dinner time, so I wanted to stop and get some food. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for checking in to this first video. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.